It's a brilliant way to start the day. Once more, TNC up against PSG Lgd. It's this strong draft where they've got 3 solo laners and 2 supports that could pretty much go wherever they want in the lane.
They're not really going to be able to push through you unless they have a lot of fun, which could end up being the case. But we will see, as this should be
a beautiful,
really exciting one.
Clapping from the crowd and synchronization of Chalice in his drum. As is that a penguin on a surfboard?
I don't know, but I love it.
I love it too. Gabby, he's not loving it.
He is dead.
Oh my goodness, he got baited by the penguin.
Whew. They get that, but it is split 3 ways.
Because so they're gonna, because of this, they can look to dive with this creep wave. Get on to Arme. See, they're able to redirect the aggro back towards their own creeps. They're surrounding Arme.
He's in trouble.
Shaman's heading over, but he's not going to get here in time. This play's worked out for TNC. Now we'll see the 2 supports. We're seeing it already here on this top lane. FY comes in for another blast, but that's going to give the chance for Tims to turn to charge. Get on top of him, and FY, he's got stick charges, but with that Iron Shell and the dive, Tims needs one more hit to get the kill. Can he find it? He can. The Iron Shell from Cuckoo.
Need to start getting some of these ganks to go in their way as we see mid, that charge coming out.
Deep one, and it's a little too deep for Tims. He'll hold back.
They have a lot of ways to catch, though, right? With the Spirit Breaker, with that Templar Assassin, their vision as well as their ways to chase targets can be pretty high.
So we go Armel.
Armel.
Let's get gone upon here again with the Mud Golem. The chase down, he has the refraction. Armel now with the turn. Tims trying to block him off, keep Armel safe.
He's level 6, though.
And Tims is dead, maybe claiming another kill. This Leshrac
he wants
getting
more.
Out and out of control. Heads in, lands the stun. Armel, he turns and maybe he's just giving up his life. Armel, he's got refraction back up. They can look to try and lead in and get catch-offs, but when it comes to this sort of group up and push, it's very hard for TNC's heroes to do much at the moment.
Mid lane.
As they'll lose the top tier 1 tower, they do get the kill on maybe. FY is going to drop the ult, but there's the control. Tims able to control FY, keep Armel safe. They'll pick up 2 kills in the middle lane.
If they get the Radiance, that could be the potential that leads them to just go into the Roche pit.
Mid lane, they're going to have a good shot. He's just been able to run down Chalice. Chalice, he's got the Ravage. They are going to surge out Gabby. They want to try and commit for this. There's no tier 1 tower, so no easy backup able to come in towards the tower. Another trap slow. They're able to just run him down. The root's out, and TNC will manage to kill off the Tide. Chalice is gone.
Very nice. That's, I mean, really interesting how like the Bristleback versus the Tide, right?
And they found Arme as well.
The goo, just
Gabby,
constant.
He's on top of the Lone Druid. The control's there from Tims. There's a good fear, but it doesn't matter. The Iron Shell AoE. Cuckoo gets the double. Caused this response from PSG Lgd. The question is if TNC want to try and take this fight.
Still 1k from Radiance on PSG Lgd.
And Gabby.
They know this.
He's going to start poking, starting to force some spells, some cooldowns out of the side. They do get the stun out. They're going to try and go for him here. A lot of change to the Ravage as well.
Oh my god.
They've got enough. Gabby's dead. Charging coming from Tims, but it's straight away stopped by the Hex. The Shackle as well. FY turns. Another blast. Tims trying to move forward. He's backed up by the pipe. They'll get themselves on top of one.
Vacuum.
It's a vacuum wall onto the 3 of them. They've already taken out maybe. Now charging again. They've got Arme. Jump forward onto Chalice. LGD's lost 2 cores. Armel surged up by Cuckoo. He's ready to try and dive for more. Another trap slow out onto Chalice. Chalice, he's up onto the high ground. Does Armel want to continue diving? He certainly does. Tims is charging in.
It's too far.
Tims. Oh, he wanted to.
It's going to be all magic damage, and they have the reduction. Yeah.
There's no way that they could sort of keep up with the pace of the physical damage amping out from the Bristleback Quill Sprays. If Gabby stays alive, even if he dies, we saw in the last fight, he dies, but already so much damage is done that the rest of TNC can just go in for the clear. But now 21 minutes in, TNC in a position to push up to the high ground. They'll start to knock Chalice back into the hands of them. And already Chalice, he's down to half HP on this Dynamo. He has to be careful. Anytime Gabby and Armel get on top of him, they've taken the tier 3 tower, TNC. They're onto the barracks. PSG Lgd have got to do something soon. They will have the Ravage in 10 seconds.
Radiance is finished as well.
Gabby charging in. Tims as well, immediately with the surge down on top of FY. FY's down and out for 45. He'll buy back. Their Chalice, Ravage. It's a big one as well. Catches them all. But do they actually have the damage to follow up? Gabby's in. The vacuum. Oh my goodness, it gets all 4 of them. Gabby's still alive on the front. The stacks building up on Arme. They have lost 3 of them. The Aegis is going to be back, bringing Armel into the game. They've got the Hex. Can they kill him? They're going to try, but Armel's out with the blink. They are able to stop it for now. They go for the grab onto Gabby.
They want to try to get more out of this.
I don't know if they can kill this Bristle, though, Gabby. He's able to just walk away. Surge is there as well for Cuckoo to play it safely. Maybe he's trying to catch them. Tnc, they are ready to turn though. They know that they can. The vacuum's down onto the two of them. Armel jumps in instant hex from FY, but Gabby, he's still free to run around the fight.
Armel.
They do get the sub from maybe onto Armel. Now with the shackles, can they kill Gabby? Cool Spray's continuing to fly out Gabby. Surge up once more from Cuckoo. He's running away. The radius is burning him down. Gabby, has he got any other way to play his way out of this? I don't know if he has, unless he can juke his way all the way out. He'll go for the TP. Tnc then found him. FY with the zap.
Bristleback, we see him spamming up to 300 plus 340 damage.
They're going to try and fight into this PSG Lgd. They're going with a big wraparound from this smoke on the river. See if they can get the opening, as there's the jump. FY immediately committing with the Serpent Wars. He goes for the shackle, ravages out from Chalice.
They're on
on top of Armel, they've got him, burst him down. 5-man vacuum comes through as they'll try and turn things around. There'll be a buyback from Armel. AU with the big ult, the glimmer as well. They can't quite cancel it. He's getting a lot of damage out here, AU, in the midst of it all. They've lost 2 on PSG Lgd.
Oh my god.
Dead without buyback. Tim Spies back as well, as they know that this for Tnc is the fight for them to take. Armel looks towards maybe. He's popping the Bloodstone heal early to try and put them off. FY goes for the TPA, won't make it. It's Gabby with the triple kill. They're chasing down for maybe as well. He's back to the shrine, but the 3 dead with no help as he'll use himself up. But Tnc, they'll clean him up as well. 4 dead.
Chalice.
I mean, Gabby, he's just in on the front.
Out. FY and Ame are wrapping around right now.
I mean, wrap around for what? What can they do?
They look like they're trying to catch the TA. They know he doesn't have Aegis. They know he took the cheese.
Let's see if they can get the jump on him. As Gabby, he's just hitting the racks. The racks are falling. Let's see, FY. He's got the control, Serpent Wall's down, but Tim's immediate reaction. Vacuum Wall's down, already in trouble. Gabby pots the BKB, looks towards Ame. Tim's again and gets another charge through. That's FY down. Chalice will pop the Ravage. He's in. Can they get anyone down? They'll get Tim's. What else can they get? Ame's already dead. Gabby dominating. Now on top of X-Nova. He's just running in against the 3 of them. Chalice and maybe, can they do anything to hold this man back? They'll use up the Bristle, but he's pretty much full HP. Gabby can just return to hitting racks, hitting heroes, whatever he fancies. It's
no
Ame
damage.
and FY dead for a minute. The top racks are taken down. They'll move towards mid. Will now get stunned, but still half HP. He's got the Aegis for 2 minutes. He can just stand his ground, take these structures.
Just turns his back.
And there we have it again. Cuckoo, these multi-hero vacuums every single time. PSG Lgd just getting tossed around, vacuumed about. They will burst him the once, but Gabby is going to be back with vengeance for round 2, as here he goes.
They're controlling Armel.
Focus down FY. Armel's able to get the BKB, the cheese off as well. FY will go for the ghost set to TP out. But Gabby, he needs to go nowhere, as he knows Chalice very low. A fear will spread the Bristleback away from Chalice being poked away from the pit. Cuckoo surging in as well. Oh, he's on the cliff.
The bear is up there too. They're both up there.
The melon and the bear. Oh, he does manage to force down, but the bear's still up there.
He'll be able to recall it down though.
There we go. He's down and out. See if they can go for Chalice still though, as he's falling pretty low. Hand
The back line. FY, he found Armel.
Oh, but the wards are away. Armel's dead. FY doing the best he can to bring them back in. AU does stand his ground with the BKB and the ult. Maybe looks for the stun. AU, they have to step away from him. Gabby still continuing to chase down Chalice's Tidehunter. Chalice falls lower and lower. Another grab. FY, the shackles onto AU with a vacuum on 3. Gabby, he's already picked up 2 of them. FY holds back, sticks around the extras out to take down AU, but the buybacks come out from both AU and Armel. They're charging in. Tims and Gabby ready to go for more. Ame TP's out just in time, but FY, and maybe they've been left behind. Triple kill for Gabby. He can now look to go to the high ground. Yule Scepter will stop him. Cuckoo's got the surge though. Gabby continuing to dive in, chase down PSG Lgd, still sitting at full HP on the Bristleback. Chalice dead for 75, no buyback. Ame trying his best to push Armel away from this final set of racks in the mid lane. Gabby now turning over to help out. Cuckoo Shiva's guard slows down Ame. PSG Lgd, they will stand their ground. Surrounding this final racks, Gabby, he's back in, another grab from FY.
He's facing forward.
Trying to do his best to allow maybe the opportunity to get the damage out. So a lot of disable does bring Gabby pretty low this time. Can they finish him off? They're blocking him, but again, a vacuum onto the 3. Shackles from FY.
Again.
They're still trying everything they can to kill off Gabby, but they cannot until Chalice is back in.
They've got the glyph. They're holding it a little bit longer
Can
here.
they push Tnc back once more?
Oh, hey, you messed up. He just used his ulti.
See, they've got the Hex again. Locked down from FY, has the grab onto Gabby. Gabby needs help, he needs it now. The wall's been dropped. Gabby's still alive, gets the chance
the BKB.
to put the BKB, and now he's ready to identify the vacuum again. Cuckoo onto the three of them. They're all dead on PSG Lgd. GG is called, and TNC will be able to close up game 1.
So
you just pick Slark. Even into Enigma, it's so good against Jug, Kunkka, Omni.
That maybe knows if he's getting set up on, and maybe he is getting set up on. There are TPs to help.
They're going to turn their attention towards AU. AU has got the squad, but will be dodged straight away by the Snowball. Malefice is out onto FY, but there's the Slider Fist. Maybe he's going to be the one to clean up that first blood. But how much can they do with this Enigma at this point in the game?
Yeah, all that downtime. Sure, they've got Enigma farming, but you're playing versus a Magnus. You know that there's a Magnus empowering not only one core in this game, it's 2. He's doing it both on that Slark as well as that Ember Spirit, just keeping them boosted forward. Chalice bottom.
Easy combo here from Armel and into the Inkswell stun.
Very
it's
nice.
An easy catch.
Right now they're in the river, but they don't want to cross it. They just have to defend their jungle for the time being and farm. Nice top though.
For the RP, logging down Gabby. Gabby does have an Omni Slash. Will he be able to get it out in time? He does. In comes the save. Kuka with a heal, and with that Omni Slash, they'll pick up 1 kill. Chalice will be able to TP out.
I'm wondering if it could be one of those possibilities, because then he doesn't have to stay near the fight to deal with that RP, or even to deal with like a lot of the slight spam. He can just use it, and he just buys actually full Crimson Guard, as I'm saying it.
Okay.
That's also pretty good.
But that's where anytime you see someone sort of save that money, he's definitely considering all his options. And
Yeah, I was very curious to see what it was going to be as...
mid-lane Armel. The drag back onto FY. Gabby surrounding the 2 of them. X-Nova will swap FY back out. Actually, that was X-Nova to walk off as well. So with that swap, everybody's kept safe on LGD. Soulbind will be thrown out to Chalice, but nobody close by his side. Slight change combo from Maybe. Catches out the 2 of them, but AU getting healed up by Cuckoo. GA's out as well. They're trying to turn towards Chalice. Blade Fury's out. Chalice being brought down low. Tiebreaker hit from Armel. They've claimed 2. They've now looked towards Arme. Arme's had to pop the Shadow Dance and run.
They are still very tanky on the side of TNC. PSG Lgd has to be careful how they make those aggressive plays.
Let's see. They're backing off Armel. I'll say you to get self back to base, refuel, get back in. FY is on top of him. Huge burst with the Slider Fist. There you're trying to get away the Crimson Guard, keeping him safe. Mex popped as well. There's the swap back, the combo, the X-Mark grab onto FY, but he gets the Snowball dodge out. FY still alive for now. Now starts to walk away. The black hole on the back line, stopping him off, but X-Nova will cancel it. RP's out onto the 2 of the front Chalice. They're looking towards Cuckoo. Cuckoo and Tim's falling low. Tim's is down, but they've already lost Arme, and now with the X-Mark drag back, Armel can try and find more. He's on top of Chalice. Chalice trying to run away. X-Nova with the magic missile. Holds back Armel. Can't quite finish off Chalice. He can try for the tiebreaker, but he's already dead. PSG Lgd will kill him off in time. And now Maybe ready to chase for more. Cuckoo goes for the TP out. He will manage to get himself out to safety. The Omni Slash comes out from Gabby, but they group up. They surround him. Gabby's trying to run, but 4 hungry members of PSG Lgd looking for blood, and they'll surround Gabby, punch him up FY, and they'll take him down as well. He's got about 50 seconds for it now. We'll see if PSG Lgd do want to try and fire around the timing in mind of that. They do smoke up, so they want to try and do something whilst that black hole's not there. They've been unable to really find that timing before now, but with the BKBs, they're good to go.
They've got
jump
double.
forward. Armel has got the X mark out, so we'll be able to drag himself back, but there's the potential dive from Maybe. He's going to jump straight in. He's looking to go deep, and with the BKB, he's committing. The Remnant, he's on top of AU. They'll find one with the Soulbinds out. Armel's still alive. He's trying to get the tiebreaker out. Finally, they'll finish him off. There'll be a buyback from AU. No buyback available from Armel. He is dead for 50. Cuckoo caught on the front lines. He's going to be turned towards by FY. They're trying to head in another change. Holds back both Gabby and AU. Will remove it with the Blade Fury. They'll now look to jump in. RP down onto the one of them and kills off AU. That's his dieback on the Grimstroke. PSG Lgd keeping the pressure up high. Jump in with a magic missile. FY goes in with a snowball onto Cuckoo, but Cuckoo, he's so tanky. They can't quite do anything about the Omni Knight. They'll head back, focus on the objective, get the tier 1 tower.
Ember Spirit, they also have Blink on Tusk. They've gotten a couple big items here for their side here to protect their cores.
On a spot out action with the Wave of Terror, but TNC keeping themselves right back. They'll look for the lead in with the X-Mark, but already Maybe. He's just going straight towards the backlines, reveals himself, starts to poke in, jumps in looking for AU, and there you said it. The support is gone. Nothing AU can do to keep himself alive. BKB's been used by Maybe. He's trying to chase for more. He's found Gabby in the trees. Gabby does have the healing ward out. Will now be cut down. There's the jump. Chalice, the blink, the RP catches the 2 of them, but there's the counterplay. The torrent, the boat is out. Arme tries to commit. Cuckoo moving in with the GA. The Omni chance. Tims is in. The Black Hole, but he gets cancelled immediately. The swap out. The Black Hole cancels there, but they've still lost FY on LGD. They'll go towards the tree line. X-Mark catches out X-Nova. They've found two. They're trying for Arme. Arme's committing. He's got a lot of message shifts stacked up. Moving in with a Shadow Dance. Looking for Cuckoo. Cuckoo's trying to hide. He's healing up. The Dart Pack damage isn't quite enough. He heals out. Cuckoo's able to get away from there. Now the X is onto Arme, but Chalice is still around. He'll get the drag on. Maybe's back in. Full health, full mana.
So hard for him.
Otherwise, he's not going to get the chance to get a single spell out in these fights. They're eyeing up Gabby. And FY. He's got the lead in. Blade Fury's out. Jumping for Tins. Malefice. Swap back onto Gabby. Bring him towards the rest of the team. And in fact, Gabby doing a lot with the Blade Fury on top of FY. FY's dead. They'll try and turn towards Arme, but Arme committing with a BKB. Heading in, looking to try and get the healing ward with the micro. Gabby keeps the healing ward away. Jumping from maybe on the back lines. He finds Tims, who can look to come in for more. The BKB and the Miona, he can just keep hitting away at them all. Cuckoo heals up Arme. Arme's allowed to back off with the chains. Magic Missile catches out the Omni Knight. They'll get a second LGD.
I mean, he's already been terrifying.
He's
10-1-3. He's 13 of the 14 kills for his team. This man's going crazy this game.
30 seconds until Black Hole. We'll see if they're able to push PSG LGD away from the pit long enough to buy time for that. They're trying to get in Chalice.
RP.
He's going to go for the RP on Gabby. Just make sure that Arme can finish up Roche, get the Aegis, and now they're ready to fight. Arme moves in with the BKB. They found Tims. Tims, he's in trouble. He's caught on the front lines. He's gone. No Enigma for 50 seconds. Chalice does die on the side. As Gabby, he's leading in, still has the Omni Slash to play with. The Magic Missile down upon him. Searing Chains not going to connect here for the moment from maybe, but Gabby's still in. There's the controller from FY. Heads in with a snowball. He'll now commit with the Omni Slash. He's doing quite a bit of damage, but not enough to kill him as now they can turn. Another stump from X-Nova. Blade Fury's back online. On the side, maybe splitting the rest of the team away from him, but still the GA comes out with the axe, keeping Gabby safe. Arme's popped the Shadow Dance, though he's moving in, taking those essence shifts, getting that stats stolen up and build up on the slug. Gabby still feeling confident to farm out. At least knows when there's no RP, there's a little less warrior being grabbed out after the Blade Fury.
Maybe sets up a Remnant here, and he's picking up an Arcane Rune bottom. So Arcane Rune Ember Spirit coming up into this fight.
So what they can do to Arme, bringing him low, get forced back, and of course, no Aegis, so has to be a little careful. They'll now try and get it onto the back lines, another route onto the two of them with his chain spam from Maybe. Snowball is there as well from FY, dodging up the X-Mark combo. BKB is committed. They're straight in, jump forward from Arme. Oh, there's Tims! He gets the Black Hole! It buys the time for the both Tims! Oh my god, Tims! Oh my god! I've never seen anything like it. He gets it off. They come straight into it. The full tips are out for Tims. Yet we gotta see this again and again.
Look at this positioning. X-Nova's not in position for it.
Look at this play. They're all committing. Tims is in. He's trying. So low, but the time that he buys with that Black Hole, it changes everything.
To get it, but he's like, oh, I misclicked.
Buyback. They're dead for 70 on Arme. As TNC, they're taking another. Arme,
he's still not buying back.
Refusing to buy back. He's lost 2 racks. There's no one to defend.
RP.
They got the RP. Chalice drags back the 2 of them. Gabby able to Blade Fury away, and Armel still very beefy. Maybe he's committing. Well, he's trying it with the BKB. X-Nova will be able to swap Armel away. The GA comes out. AU does fall. Kuka goes for the TP attempt, but the Yule Scepter will cancel it. Maybe jumps in, focusing Armel. Armel, BKB tries for the CP, but there's the cancel. FY's in with the uppercut. Armel still almost certainly going to die, just going to try and get as much damage out as he can before he does, as they will finally get him. Arme continues to chase down Kuku. As Kuku bashed up, this is potential for a lot of stats to be built up by the slot. As Kuku is trapped with no escape, LGD, they will get another.
With a full Octarine, so very scary.
Those double RPs, you got to watch out. A lot of plays, a lot of ways to sort of bait out a GA, then come in again after a GA still unavailable for now.
Just all eyes on Tims. X-Nova is so prepared. Level 18 now too, so he has the higher range swap.
As Tims, he's going to go in. He's going to lead in straight away with the Black Hole. He's controlling Arme up. Arme did them, killed off the Aegis. The turtle was another. They found X-Nova as well. Chalice commits with the first RP. Arme's back for the second life, but Chalice stood up by the X-Swirl. Double kill for Tims, the man, the myth, the legend. And they're not done yet as they force PSG LGD away from the base. They've got to get out of there.
They wanted to, but they're a little bit hesitant here.
It's all about the jump from the smoke. Gabby leads in. Maybe he's going to head in. Down to spells the smoke. Gabby's no. They know where he's at. Chains will catch the two of them.
Chains on Tims.
Has the back off. Greaves his pop. Maybe he's going to commit now with the BKB. Try and start the fight off, but it's going to wear out. It's not a long duration anymore. But now the BKB's gone. Arme will find the squishy. AU's gone out the back line of it all, but now the boat comes in. By AU. They've got Maybe. He's been outplayed. They go. Tims is in. The black hole again. Gets the two of them. Shuts them down. Now the RP comes out, but the GA's here. Ready to go for Cuckoo as they can fight on for Tnc. PSG Lgd. They have to scatter. They have to run. Maybe committing with his buyback has the DD rune, but FY left behind. Gabby on a killing spree. Silent out on a Maybe. Drag back. The torrent combo won't catch him. Another remnant gets him back out of safety. He's still trying to poke them with this DD rune. Another sleight of fist, but now the game is straight up even.
Respawn here for Roshan. Teams camping the ruins here.
He's in a spawn Arme. They've got the Hex reveal. Jump in. The two-man pistol blade on his last combo. It's out.
Oh my god.
Gabby with the double kill. The soulbite again. Catches the two of them. Chalice is gone. FY as well. 4 dead. As Tnc make a beautiful jump there from the high ground. The Hex.
The soulbind attaches to him, so they both get a Blizzle. They can't do anything. They just get brought down because of it.
They've got to use these buybacks. A pickup from Maybe.
He's feeling desperate.
It's the only way out. They need something huge. It's there.
DD rune gets popped. This is where LGD, the PSG Lgd, they're trying to get some type of fight here. They have to try to stop this Roche. Eyes on Tims.
Go for the jump in FY. He gets the kickoff. Ooh.
Boots him away.
Gabby just get booted pretty far. But the snowball to dodge the X-Bot, tries to force up the high ground, but he gets forced back down. Maybe miscommunication there for two, but Chalice, he's able to find the setup, gets the RP. The second up with the GA, it came out before the second one was there. So they cannot follow with the physical damage, and now Chalice gets a pistol blade down. Then without the Magnus, Tims has the control onto FY. They should set up a second. FY will still get the snowball out. Tims posts the refresher. He's got a second black hole ready for the bigger kills. It doesn't matter, maybe though, they've already killed two.
The black hole.
The second black hole to close things up. Tims, this was his game, and he has done it. He really has. There's 3 dead. The rapier hits the deck. 3 heroes without buyback for them to take their victory. Tnc, they've got it. GG is called as Tnc take game 2, 2-0.